students. I am your Ganesh sir. Welcome all of you to this class. And today the topic of discussion is on a very interesting topic, that is trigonometry. In our previous classes we already discussed about the introductory concepts of trigonometry, and we know how to measure an angle. Okay, the various types of measurement, that is degree, radian and grade, all are discussed in the previous class. Also we introduced with the concept of our trigonometric ratios, or you can say trigonometric functions. Yes or no? So dear students, today we are going to discuss on the another concept of trigonometry, that is sign of trigonometric ratios. Okay, so the today's topic of discussion is based on sign of trigonometric functions. Okay, so that is the main discussion of today. So you see, what is sign of trigonometric functions, that we are going to discuss here on this class. So you see, what happened when we are going for an angle is created, and we are you see that the angle while rotation, a complete rotation is covering up how much? It is covering up 360 degree, or you can say 2 pi. Okay, and that 360 degree or 2 pi is divided in 4 quadrants. We know it. It is divided in how many quadrants? 4 quadrants, which we can say the first, it is the first quadrant, and the first quadrant is from 0 to pi by 2. Okay, then the next quadrant, it is the second quadrant, and it is from pi by 2 to pi. Okay, and the third quadrant, it is from pi to 3 pi by 2. It is the third quadrant, and the fourth quadrant is 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. Okay, so in this way the 4 quadrants are partitioned, where all angles are lies which are the acute angles which are lies between 0 to pi by 2, they lie in the first quadrant. Then the angles which are lying from 90 to 180, or you can say 90 degree to 180 degree, or pi by 2 to pi, they lies in the second quadrant. Similarly, some angles are lying in between pi to 3 pi by 2, that is the third quadrant, and some angles are lying in between our 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi, which is the fourth quadrant. Okay, dear students, so the first quadrant is from 0 to pi by 2, the second quadrant is from pi by 2 to pi, the third quadrant is pi to 3 pi by 2. Okay, and the fourth quadrant is 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. Okay, now here what happened, we are going to discuss about the sign, means whatever a angle, a trigonometric function is applied on it, then what type of value it takes, that is it takes a positive value or it takes a negative value, that is going to be discussed at here. You see, suppose we are taking an angle by rotation in the first quadrant. Okay, so let us discuss on the first quadrant. So you see what happened. So suppose some angle is here, let the angle is theta. Okay, and let us let this point is P with coordinate suppose xy. Then if I drop a perpendicular, we know this is our x and this is y. Yes or no? And this is our r, which is root under x square plus y square, always taken as positive. Okay, so in first quadrant what happened, you see, so it is a right angle triangle. Okay, in a right angle triangle what happened, you see this is the base, this is the perpendicular, this is the hypotenuse. Okay, so as it is taken in the positive x-axis, okay, and it is taken along the positive y-axis, and it is the negative y-axis. Okay, so here you see your x and y both are positive. Okay, so as x and y both are positive, So all the trigonometric functions, that is, sin theta is what? If a trigonometric function or a trigonometric ratio is applied on theta, it converts it in the form of what? P on x, so it is equal to y on r. Here y is greater than 0 and r is also greater than 0. So this total ratio y by r is greater than 0. So we can say sin theta is always taking a what type of value? Positive value. Okay. Then cos theta. So it is equal to your base by hypotenuse. So base upon hypotenuse means it is x on r. So here it is greater than 0 and it is greater than 0, positive. Okay, so we can say it is our x on r is positive. Okay. Now what is happened about tan theta? Tan theta, it is perpendicular on base, so it is y on x, so it is both are greater than 0, so this is also greater than 0. Okay. So similarly as sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, all the three are positive. So they are reciprocals, that is cot theta, sec theta and cosec theta, they are also positive. That means all trigonometric functions are positive in the first quadrant. Okay. So from here we are clear that all trigonometric functions are positive in this first quadrant. Okay. Yes or no? From here it is clear that all trigonometric functions are positive. Okay. Cot theta is x on y, it is also greater than 0. Sec theta is on r on x, it is also greater than 0. Cosec theta is r on y, it is also greater than 0. So from here you can see all trigonometric ratios are positive. That's why we are writing all trigonometric ratios are positive in the first quadrant. Okay. Clear? But I hope that now you have a clear concept that why all trigonometric ratios are positive. So if somebody asks you about the sign of trigonometric ratio in first quadrant, undoubtedly you can say that all trigonometric ratios are positive. So if somebody asks you what is sine of pi by 3, so you can say it is a positive value. What is sine of pi by 4? It is positive. What is cos of pi by 8? It is positive. Okay. So if somebody asks you what is tan of pi by 12, it is also positive, as all are lying in the first quadrant. So whatever the angle it lies in the first quadrant, it is considered as a positive value. Okay, dear students. So now it is clarified that all trigonometric ratios are positive in the first quadrant. Now we will move to the second quadrant and we see what happened about the sign of trigonometric ratios in the second quadrant. Okay, dear students. So now move to the second quadrant. So I am cleaning about the first one. Now we will move to the second quadrant. You see, let the angle is rotated and let it is at here with this angle theta. Okay, this is the angle theta. Okay, so this is our P with coordinate xy. Okay, and so this is y, this is x, and this is r. Dear students, you can see that if the angle lies in the second quadrant, what happened? Your y is positive but x is what? Negative. So what happened at here? You will go to there. You see, and r is always taken as positive. Okay, r equal to root under x square plus y square is always taken as positive value. Okay, so you see what is now we will go for the second quadrant. Sin theta. Sin theta equal to what? Sin theta equal to y on r. As y is positive, r is positive, so it is a positive value. So and it is also a positive value. So the ratio of these two positive is always what? Is always a positive value. So sin theta is which is equal to y on r is greater than 0. Now what happens? So we can say that sin theta is also positive in the second quadrant. Okay. Now what is about cos theta? You see cos theta is what? Cos theta is x on r. Now x is negative at here and r is positive, so their ratio is negative. Okay. What is tan theta? Tan theta is y on x. Okay. It is positive and it is your negative. So the ratio is negative. And you see from here that sin theta is positive, that implies our cosec theta is also positive, sec theta is negative and tan theta is negative. So cot theta is what? It is here it is y on x, that is x on y. It is negative and y is positive. So you can say it is a negative value. What happened about sec theta? It is r on x, r is positive, x is negative. Okay dear students, so this is a negative quantity. And similarly about cosec theta. As you see cosec theta, it is your r on y positive and it is also positive. So both are positive, so this is greater than 0. So from here we clear that sin theta and cosec theta, these two are positive, whereas other four are negative. Okay, that is clarified from here that on second quadrant, if an angle lies on second quadrant as we saw at here, so you can see with the clarity that in the second quadrant, if the angle lies, then sin theta and its reciprocal cosec theta, these two are positive, others are negative. Okay dear students, so we can say that in second quadrant, now we are the conclusion drawn, sin theta, cosec theta only positive, others are negative. Okay, so these two are positive, others are negative. Okay, so that is clarified from the second quadrant. Okay, now we will move to the third quadrant, and you see what happened about the sign of trigonometric ratios in the third quadrant. So this is all about the second quadrant and we are getting this result, okay, from the second quadrant. Now we will move to the third quadrant, which is from where to where? Which is from pi to 3 pi by 2, and we see what happened about the sign of those angles which are lying in the third quadrant. Okay, so I am now taking a angle in the third quadrant. Suppose one angle is taken in the third quadrant at here. Okay dear students, I am taking one angle in the third quadrant. You see, so dear students, now we are taking one angle. Let this angle is theta. Okay, now I am joining it. This is the point P with coordinate xy. Okay, so you can say that this is x and that is your y. Okay, so what happened about there? It is x is written, or I can clarify this is the x and this is angle theta. Okay, now you see in the third quadrant what happened? All the you see your x is negative and y is also negative. As x negative and y negative, both are the negative with negative signs. So what happened about your trigonometric ratios? You see sin theta. Sin theta is what? and it is your r. Okay, r is greater, it is root under x square plus y square, always taken as greater than 0, positive value. So sin theta is what? It is y on r. So it is negative and it is positive. Okay, so with this concept, it is also less than 0. So you see sin theta is taking what type of value? It is taking a negative value in the second quadrant. Okay. Now what happened? In the third quadrant. Now cos theta is what? Cos theta is, it is x on r. So x is also negative and r is positive. Okay. So what happened? The value, it is also negative in the third quadrant. Now what is happened about tan theta? Tan theta is your y on x. It is negative, it is also negative. So negative upon negative is a positive value. So we can say tan theta is positive in the third quadrant. What happened about cot theta? Cot theta is your x on y. It is negative and it is also negative. So it is positive value. What is happened about your sec theta? It is r on x. It is positive and that is your negative value. X is negative. So it is less than 0. And cosec theta, it is r upon y. So it is positive and it is your negative. So we can say the total quantity is a negative value. Okay. So from here we have a concept about the trigonometric values which are lying in the third quadrant, and we can say that in the third quadrant tan theta and cot theta, these two are positive only, whereas the other four are negative. So the conclusion is tan theta and cot theta, these two are positive, others are negative. Okay, that we get, that we are going to write that tan theta in third quadrant, what happened? Tan theta, cot theta are positive, others are negative. Okay, that is the conclusion drawn from the third quadrant, or from the value of the signs of trigonometric ratios of third quadrant. That we are now clear that in third quadrant tan theta and cot theta, these two are positive, whereas others are what? Others are negative. Clear, dear students? But I hope that you are acquainted what we are thinking on memorization. Now with this concept, we are clear that yes, this is the way, this is the thing. That's why it is taking positive value or it is taking negative value upon the angles lies in different quadrants. Okay. So let us move to the fourth quadrant and we see what happened about the value of the signs of trigonometric ratios of angles which are lying in fourth quadrant. Okay. So you see, now we move to the fourth quadrant and what happened about the trigonometric ratios on fourth quadrant. Okay, dear students. Now we are going for that one. So you see, this is the fourth quadrant. Okay, let one angle is there. Let this is the angle theta. Okay, let this is P. Okay, dear students, this is your x, this is the y, this is r, and it is your root under x square plus y square. It is greater than 0. Okay, dear student. So you see what happened about to the angles in the fourth quadrant. Okay. So in fourth quadrant, x is positive, y is negative, and r is positive. Okay. So now what happened? You see, sin theta is what? Sin theta is your y on upon r. Okay. So y is your what? Y is negative. R is positive. So this is a negative sign. So all angles which are lying in the fourth quadrant, they are taking what type of value? They are taking negative value. Means the sine angles, okay? The sine trigonometry functions, they are taking negative value. Now what happened about your cos theta? Cos theta is what? Cos theta is x upon r. X is positive, r is also positive. So this is greater than 0. Okay. Now what happened about your tan theta? Tan theta is y upon x. This is negative and this is positive. So it is a negative value less than 0. Okay. It will give you less than 0. Now cot theta is x upon y. It is positive, it is negative. So you can say it is less than 0. What is sec theta? Sec theta is r upon x. It is positive and it is positive. So it is greater than 0. And what happened about your cosec theta? It is r upon y. It is positive and it is negative. So we can say it is less than 0. So from here, what is the conclusion in the fourth quadrant? What happened? You can see that cos theta and sec theta, these two are positive. Cos theta and sec theta are positive. Only others are what? Negative. That is the conclusion of angles which are lying in the fourth quadrant. Okay, dear students, from there we are getting the concept that that cos theta and sec theta, these two are only taking positive sign where in the fourth quadrant, whereas others are taking what? Others are taking negative sign. Okay, dear students, so with this concept we have the clarity that what about the trigonometric signs in different quadrants. Okay, so from here we are clear that all trigonometric ratios are positive in first quadrant. Sin theta, cosec theta is only positive in the second quadrant. Tan theta, cot theta is only positive in third quadrant. And cos theta and sec theta are positive only in the fourth quadrant. Okay, so this is about all concepts related to sign of trigonometric functions basing on different quadrants. Okay, students, so you see this type of sign of trigonometric functions is now famously known as the ASTC rule. This is called as, dear students, this is called as ASTC rule. ASTC rule. So we can say sign of trigonometric functions. What? Sign of trigonometric functions. I am now going to show you. This is called as what? This is called as so we can say sign of trigonometric functions follow what? ASTC rule. Okay, now why it is ASTC? You see, dear students, A means all. Okay, all, that is the word A. So it is the key word. A means all. Okay, means it is in the all are positive and it is for what? It is for the first quadrant. Okay, and S means what? Now you are clear, sin theta or sin trigonometric function, and obviously its reciprocal cosec theta is positive. So S stands for sin positive, and it is for the second quadrant, sin and cosec. Okay, and T stands for what? Tan or cot positive, and it is for what? It is for the third quadrant. Okay, and C stands for what? It is for cos or sec are positive, which is in the fourth quadrant. Okay, dear students. So this is called as ASTC rule, and by ASTC rule we can able to get the sign, or we are able to answer the sign of trigonometric functions in different quadrants, whether it is positive, whether it is negative, or what type of sign it takes, that can be identified from the ASTC rule, that is called as sign of trigonometric functions. Clear, students? So this is all concerned to about the ASTC rule, or the sign of trigonometric functions. Okay. So basing on those sign of basing on those value, now some particular angles are there. Those are called as the standard angles. Now we are going to show you what is the value of standard angles of in different quadrants. Okay, that I am going to show you now. So dear students, now we are going to move to the values of some standard angles. Okay, now we are going to show you that what are the values. Some particular angles are having certain particular values, and that is called as values of standard angles. So dear students, now we are going to show you what is the value of the standard angles, okay, with a chart. For your concept, I am giving a chart which will enhance your knowledge that yes, this is the value of the standard angles, and you can verify also that the standard angles are taking certain values on that basic rule ASTC. Okay, so you see what the value of the standard angles. Okay, dear students, you see those angles 0, pi by 6, pi by 4, pi by 3, pi by 2, 2 pi by 3, 3 pi by 4, 5 pi by 6, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi, etc. are known as the standard angles. Okay, so now we are going to show you what the value takes by those standard angles in different quadrants. Okay, now we are going to show you about the value of the standard angles. I am taking some particular angles because those are used maximum times in our calculations. Okay, so many angles are there, but I am taking certain angles for your clarity and for your knowledge, because those angles are popularly used while calculation, so I am taking those angles. Okay. Okay, dear students, now we see what happened about one by one. We will go for the trigonometric values of the angles. Okay, so you see sine of 0. You see sine of 0 is 0. And sine of pi by 6. Sine of pi by 6 is 1 by 2. Sine of pi by 4, this is 1 upon root 2. And sine of pi by 3, it is root 3 upon 2. Sine of 90, it is 1. Okay, dear students, sine of 2 pi by 3, again it is root 3 upon 2. Sine of 3 pi by 4, it is 1 upon root 2. And sine of pi by, it is 1 upon 2. And sine of pi, it is 0. And sine of 3 pi by 2, it is equals to minus 1. And sine of 2 pi is equal to 0. Okay, dear students. So you see what happened. You see in the first quadrant, as those angles are lies, those are taking positive value. Also the angles are taking those are lies in the second quadrant, they are taking positive value. And on third and fourth quadrant, the sign can be altered, that means negative, as it is not taking positive sign. Okay. Now what happened cos theta? You see cos theta is taking positive in first quadrant, and in second quadrant it is negative. So cos 0 is 1, cos pi by 6 is root 3 upon 2, it is 1 upon root 2, it is 1 upon 2, it is 0. And what happened about 2 pi by 3? It is minus half, and it is your minus 1 upon root 2, it is minus root 3 upon 2, and it is minus 1. Okay, dear students. So you see what happened about these trigonometric ratios, what we can say about the value of the trigonometric ratios in different quadrants. And cos of 3, it is 0. Okay, dear students. And it is what happened about your cos of 2 pi. Okay, cos 0 is 1, but what happened about cos of 2 pi? You see, it is also equal to 1, and it is lies in the first quadrant now. Okay, so you can say cos of 2 pi, it is also in this way the cos angles are defined. Okay, dear students, look carefully. Now we will move to the concept of tan theta. What happened about the tan functions? You see, it is 0 upon 1, it is 0. Okay, and it is 1 upon root 3. It is 1, it is root 3, it is infinite. It is tan of 2 pi by 3, it is minus root 3. Tan of 3 pi by 4, it is minus 1. tan of 5 pi by 6, it is minus 1 upon root 3. It is minus infinite. It is minus infinite. And it is also 0. Okay, dear students. In this way, the tan function is taking different values in the different quadrants. Okay. So now we will move to the fourth quadrant and we see what is the value of those lies in the fourth quadrant. Okay. So you see cot theta is what? Cot theta is 0 upon 1, which is 1 upon 0, so it is equal to infinite. Okay. And what about the others? It is cot of pi by 6, it is root 3. It is also 1. It is cot of pi by 3 is 1 upon root 3. It is 0. It is minus 1 upon root 3. It is also minus 1 cot of 3 pi by 4. And what happened about your pi by 6? It is minus root 3. It is your, we can say that cot of it is so this one is 0 upon 1, so it is 0. Okay, so we can say it is minus infinite, and we can say it is 0 and it is also infinite. Okay, dear students, so this is about the cot function. Now we will go for the sec theta. What happened about the sec theta? Okay, you see it is 1 is there, so it is 1. It is 2 upon root 3. It is root 2. It is 2. Then it is infinite. Okay, it is minus 2. It is minus root 2. It is minus 2 upon root 3. It is also minus 1. It is infinite. Okay, dear students, and it is also 1. Okay, so you see the cos function is taking different type of value in different quadrants. Okay, dear students, now we will go for the other one, that is cosec theta, and we see what happened about your cosec theta in different quadrants. Okay, so look about those things. Now we will move to some other. Okay, dear students, so we will move to the cosec function. You see it is 0 is there, so cosec 0, it is what? It is your infinite. It is 2. It is root 2. It is 2 upon root 3. It is 1, and it is your what? It is your 2 upon root 3. It is your root 2, and it is 2. It is infinite. It is your minus 1. It is also again infinite. Okay, dear students, so you see this is the value of the cosec angles. So from here we are clear about different type of value of trigonometric ratios in different quadrants. Okay, dear students, so what I hope that now you are acknowledged about the different angles. You see with a clarity that all the angles what I am writing it here are taking different values in different quadrants, and you see their value, those are lying in different quadrants. Some are lying in the first quadrant, some are lying in the second quadrant. Okay, dear students, so what I hope now you are clear about those things. Look carefully. Okay, dear students. So now what I hope that you are clear about those things. Okay. So with this conclusion, we are ending at here, and we hope that you are acquainted with different type of trigonometric ratios in different quadrants. And now we move to some other portions of trigonometric values. Okay. Okay, dear students, so we will move to the concept of here that what we observed it here that I am going to show you. What happened about their value. Okay. So dear students, today we learned about different concepts of signs of trigonometric ratios in different quadrants, and we see that what the values are taken by different trigonometric functions, yes or no. So with this I am resting at here, and we will meet with some other topic in the next class. Till then, thank you. Thank you to all.